You didn't think I would just leave you hanging without showing the tutorial, did ya? Well, maybe, but I got a new version, so let's show it off. And this time I'm actually showing my mouse. I hope it works. And well, let's go to extras and let's show the tutorial.
Hello there! You're here to create your own levels, I assume? Then you've come to the right place! I've used this editor to create my award-winning stages for years! Allow me to teach you the ins and outs of the stage editor, so you can give that pesky Mega Man a run for his money. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be able to match the great Dr. Wily. Though needless to say, that will be quite a real challenge. Hey now, that's not a good way to motivate them, is it? Light? What are you doing here? Just thought I'd help you enlighten them about the editor. 2 heads are better than 1, right? Or is this one of your evil schemes? Of course not! Why would it be? Great! Let's get this ball rolling then, shall we? Yeah, whatever. First of all, we should probably create some terrain that Mega Man can traverse. Watching him fall to his doom is fun and all, but that wouldn't be satisfying, would it? Hold the left mouse button to place terrain in the level. Go nuts! Oh, and make sure to press the green check mark once you're finished.
Alright, so first of all we got basic terrain. And with the auto tiler that is implemented here, it looks pretty good once it's all together. With the right mouse button we can remove bricks and anything really. So left places, right removes. Just so you can remember that.
Looking good, though the stage looks pretty empty at the moment. You're right, it's time to play some of my ingenious robots. Do you see that blue bar at the top of the screen? There you can select all kinds of stuff to place in the level, such as terrain, enemies and stage hazards. Since we want to place enemies, select the enemies category and place them in the level.
Alright, next up we have enemies and well, let's just go with a mat. Pretty simple.
Much better. Definitely. However, make sure not to overuse enemies in your level. A challenge every now and then is fine, but if you want to keep things fun, use them with care. Way to ruin my fun. This is not about your fun, Wowie. It's about the player's fun. I guess. Moving on, only using these mat enemies gets old after a while. Luckily, I made sure you have a lot more robots at your disposal. Once you've selected a category, in the blue bar at the top, you can open its dedicated menu. Simply click the category icon again to open this menu, which allows you to choose from lots of different assets. Why don't you see for yourself? Try placing a different kind of enemy in the level.
Alright, let's see, what do we have here? Well, we have assets from Mega Man 1 all the way from Mega Man 6. And, well, I don't know, what could we place? Maybe something a bit bigger. Yeah, let's put that there.
That's a great selection of enemies you have there, Wowie. You put a lot of effort into this, didn't you? Thank you, but this is just the beginning! As I said before, the stage editor allows for a lot more than just terrain and enemies. If we go back to our blue bar, we can see that there's a level objects category on the right of the enemies category. This category holds a variety of objects, such as energy pickups, checkpoints and stage gimmicks. Speaking of energy pickups and checkpoints, these can be a great way of rewarding a player for completing a tough section. Don't use them too much though, otherwise you may just make it too easy for that blue bomber. Why don't you place an object in the level? Remember, click the category icon to select that category and click it again to choose a different object.
Alright, let's see, what kind of pickups do we have here? Well, of course all of the basic ones, then we have checkpoints, water, Yoko blocks, time bombs, teleporters and weapon blocks that can be destroyed with different weapons. And then we have other stage hazards for Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2, 3, 4, 5 and of course 6. I'm just gonna be nice to myself and place the knee tank here, just for good measure.
Not bad. This level is coming along nicely. Be careful with safe gimmicks though. A good level always introduces them in a safe environment before challenging the player with them. You don't want to cause unfair death. Either way, the level feels a bit plain, don't you think, Light? Maybe if the level has some kind of background. I've got you covered. The very left category on the top bar is the backgrounds category. Here you can select any background to make your level look prettier. Go ahead, try placing one in your level.
Backgrounds are really nice and look great with lots of tiles.
Did that rhyme?
I think that rhymed. Anyways, I don't know, let's just go with something like this.
That looks much better. Amazing how such a simple detail can add so much to the level. Before we move on, there's something I haven't yet mentioned about the tiles category. Aside from regular terrain, this category is also home to ladders and depth spikes. And between you and me, make sure to place as many spikes as possible. Anything to give the Mega Man a hard time. Wowie, you know very well that death spikes should be used with caution. Using them carelessly can make a level too frustrating for its own good. You and your fair level design. Whatever, just place some ladders or spikes so we can move on.
The Wily was hurting my throat. Whatever. Well, of course we have a great selection of spikes here. You know what? To please Wily, let's go willy-nilly. Because why not? And of course we have other tiles here as well from Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can combine tile sets with each other and it can look really cool. And of course we have ladders here as well, so just for good measure, put one on the spikes.
That'll do. Not enough death spikes in my opinion.
Oh come on, I placed a lot for you especially.
Wowie, I thought you stopped that. Fine, fine. Also, I don't see Mega Man anywhere in this level. Alright, to place him in the level, select the Mega Man icon on the top bar and find a good spawn point.
Alright, so let's see, where would we put him? Just right here.
With that out of the way, it's time to expand our level. So far we've only worked on a single screen, but of course my editor can do more than that. You have several ways to move the camera. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard, you can use the W, A, S and D keys, or you can hold the middle mouse button and move the mouse. Try it. There you go. You may have noticed that these new screens are darker than the old screen. That's because these screens are still empty. Let's fix that by placing some terrain there.
Alright, let's see, what can we do with the next screen? Just put a block there to activate it for... Nah, put more there to make it look nice. Okay.
Not bad, but I've noticed that there's a weird icon between the screens. What is this for, Wowie? Glad you asked. This icon shows whether or not these sections are connected. If the sections are connected, the camera doesn't stop at the border between the sections. If the sections are not connected, the camera stops at the border, and when Mega Man touches the border, he'll undergo a screen transition. By default, sections are connected horizontally, but not vertically. Why don't you mess around with them?
Yeah, we can connect or deconnect them. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Great!
God, this voice.
One thing to note is that in order to undergo an upward screen transition, Mega Man must be climbing a ladder. Keep that in mind when designing your levels. It seems we're making quite some progress on this level. Yes, but even if you're a brilliant level designer like me, you don't always get everything right the first time. If you ever want to delete an object you placed, simply hold the right mouse button when your cursor is on said object. Keep in mind that in order to remove backgrounds, you need to have the backgrounds category selected. Last but definitely not least, it's time to end your level with a boss. I've included several of my brilliant inventions for you to pick from. Way to overcredit yourself there. thought I will remind you that some of these are created by Cossack, myself, and even scientists from around the globe. As if anyone would pick those inferior models. If you for some reason do not want to include a boss in your level, I've also included party balls and energy elements as alternatives. I also recommend having a separate screen for your boss, as this will allow for a fair robot to robot battle. Yes, nothing can beat a true boss arena. I've also included boss doors to further increase this effect. Place them on section borders for the biggest effect. And if you want to change your boss's weaknesses or change other settings, click on the boss and click on the gear that appears above it. Why don't you create a boss arena now?
Alright, let's see. First of all, I would put some blocks there and a boss door over here. Needs more block there. And... oh god. And now we're just gonna make a room here. Whoops. And yeah, just fill that out to make it look nice, and do that. Alright. And there we go. Gonna put the background here because I want to make it look nice. And now, let's see, we have bosses from Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and party balls and that. I'm just gonna put Stone Man here because he's a fun guy. And here we can see primary weakness, secondary weakness. We can do it as the Mega Buster, which is kind of fun. So, yeah. Boss music we can also choose. I'm just gonna pick... we can also have Wily Boss music here. I'm just gonna pick the one from 6. Yeah.
Great! Does that mean we're finished, Wowie? Almost. As you may have already noticed, there are 3 more icons at the very left of the top bar. The gear on the very left opens the settings menu. Here you can change several settings, such as your level's name, buster charging, sliding, and even the background color of your level. Why don't you try it out?
Alright, the gear, well, we can enable or disable sliding, change the charge type or disable that. I'm gonna go with Mega Man 5 charge type, and we're giving it a name, calling it Tutorial. And also we have a background color, it reminds me of the NES palette. Yeah, we can choose whatever we want here. I'll just go with a nice blue.
Alright, let's move on to the second icon, the weapons menu. Here you can choose which special weapons Mega Man is allowed to use in your level. You have a lot of freedom here, so you can go as crazy as you want. Keep in mind that the first weapon has infinite ammo, which you can use to build stages around a certain weapon. Try changing some weapons of your choice.
Well, we have weapons for Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here, but we also have the Shine and the Mark Tornado from Smash because we gotta love our memes, and of course Rush Coil, Rush Jet, and the Magnet Beam. I'm gonna go with... no wait, gonna go with Mega Buster for that and Topspin for that because Topspin is a fun weapon.
We're almost there! Only one icon to go. The third icon opens the music menu. Here you can listen to several tracks and choose which one you want to play in your level. Give them a try and pick your favorite.
Alright, so of course we got lots of music tracks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, obviously. I'm gonna go with Wily Stage from Mega Man 5 because this is a great freaking track. I'm a fan.
There you go. I assume we're finished then, Wowie? Pretty much. All that's left is to save your level. Click the save icon on the bottom left to do so. We're all set. To play your level, click the green play button on the bottom left.
Alright, and here is our masterpiece of a level. Well, it's not really a masterpiece, but it's a level, so... yeah. Anyways, here is our Stone Man boss fight. I don't know! Oh god, the low ceiling is gonna really fuck me up, you know? Oh god. But yeah, that's how weaknesses work. And there we go, that's how you make a level.
Look at that! You've just created your very own level! That wasn't so bad, was it? Doesn't seem like it. Thank you for letting other people use your editor, Wowie. It's very kind of you to give them such a fun and powerful tool. You're very welcome. Anything to give Mega Man some well-deserved trouble? What was that? Nothing! Either way, that wraps up this tutorial. Go ahead and show the world your level design skills. We're looking forward to what you'll come up with.
And so will I. And that concludes the Mega Maker example level showcase and tutorial. And with that, there's only one more thing I want to showcase, and it's the credits. And with that, I will say goodbye, and I'm looking forward to all of your levels, and until then, see ya guys!